Hey guys, HeyJItsAJ here, and welcome to the Hypixel Skyblock Beginner's Guide to Bingo. I'm going to be starting the bingo profile from scratch and basically kind of going along, kind of nothing fancy, just how I would go about starting bingo. Alright, so the first thing that you see is you have Maddox on your little ABBA phone here, so you can go ahead and do Slayers as soon as possible. If you have any accessories, go ahead and throw them in the accessory bag right away. I'll just head right on over to the hub. I talk to Elixir as soon as possible so I can get, potions. Potions are very useful. Potions are nice. And there we go. I am speed already with Elixir. That's great. I come over here and talk to Jamie so I can get the Rogue Sword. Rogue Sword's useful because it gives you more speed and makes you go fast. It's basically your beginner's movement item. I make a full suit of farm armor because it's a little bit of defense and a little bit of fortune, which helps you with the very early game money-making grind. And basically that's kind of what you're doing, is just farming wheat, getting some money and stuff like that. And there we go, I can already make another item. I can make the farming talisman, which is one of the things that I said for the guide for this month. And as you can see, you're leveling up things like carpentry, taming, farming. Taming because you have bingo out, so bingo's gaining XP. Basically all this is important because it's early game money, and early game money is very, very important. As part of bingo, you can go ahead and sell anything to any sort of NPC or in the trades menu. That's very useful. And this is also important because May has sentry cakes. And why sentry cakes are important is because they're little boosts that help you out for 48 hours. I'd recommend grabbing as many of these and refreshing them as much as possible. Also look, that's me, I got a cake sale from this.
Don't forget to come to the Adventurer in the hub to buy early game accessories to boost your magical power.
I also come over here and talk to the Thaumaturgist so that you can go ahead and start getting your accessory bag power and your magical power. I gotta head back over here and get these last two accessories. Not that they're useful for the bingo right now, but they're just useful as progression.
It's also important to get as many accessories as possible because you want to get as much Skyblock XP as possible. Getting to level 5 and unlocking the wardrobe is very essential for pretty much every single Skyblock player, bingo included.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to the mine merchant because he gets the promising pickaxe, and at least a night pickaxe to get you going, and then talk to the weaponsmith so you can get the undead sword, the end sword, and the spider sword. These are very useful for different things. Also just the artisanal shortbow once you get combat 4, just so that you can unlock jacks and get the contact so that you can get arrows whenever you want. I use my ender chest for a bunch of materials a lot of the time, or just a lot of different minions. I also talk to the blacksmith so that I can get reforges, because reforges are nice. Usually at this stage I just reforge the undead sword and try to get something good. I didn't really get something too good, but it's whatever. Also on bingo, you do have access to all of the warp scrolls that you normally do. If you have the unlock requirements, you can warp there if you have the MVP plus or the unlock requirements or the warp requirements. I can go ahead and warp deep, and then I was a little late, but I probably should have done that as soon as I hit mining 5. Oh well, that would have been smart. Talk to the guy so that you can get the warps to the different layers so that you can do that like once. This is pretty much the part of the game where you're just grabbing everything and like making as many resources available to you as possible.
Basically what I was trying to say here is grab as many resources as you can, make as many minions as you can. Head back to the lumber merchant in the hub, buy axes, buy pickaxes, buy swords, buy whatever you need. Grab all your farming resources, your foraging resources, your mining resources, your combat resources. Make as many things as possible. Early game, beginning game especially, just grab as much and anything as you can. This is very important.
Access to the spider's den, so now I can go to the spider's den. We talk to the beast slayer and unlock the bestiary, and then once he's done talking, talk to Grandma Wolf.
And why Grandma Wolf is so important? She works while not being summoned, so her combo will work anywhere, anytime, as long as you have her in your pet menu. Her combos will give you more coins, more experience, more magic find for more drops, more combat wisdom, which combat wisdom is really important. Unlock Grandma Wolf, she will be helpful pretty much the entire time.
I can talk to the archaeologist and get the archaeologist compass. We can start getting some relics for some early game money, but for now, it can just sit in the accessory bag. What's next? I can go get the cat talisman now that we've progressed a little bit too.
Keeping tabs on your bingo card is pretty much essential for every bingo. Just keep an eye on what you have to do for your tasks, and then just pick something and go do it.
The dungeon island's a little weird. You have to visit it before you can go to it, which, I don't know, kind of makes sense, but I don't like it.
The more you get used to the early game, the beginning game, that kind of stuff, you get an idea of what you can do at what stages. So just keep an eye on the bingo card, keep an eye on where you are in your early game, your beginning game progression, and just make a plan from there. Keep an eye on your card.
Okay. Warp mines. Oh, that's the wrong one. Warp deep. What's warp deeper? Oh, warp deeper is just the dwarven binds. Okay, that's kind of funny. Also, one of the things that I do is personnel deleter. Stone on. Drop this. And bye-bye. Lapis pickaxe. Yay. Now it's breaking power of 4, so I can mine dwarven metals.
You can choose just a regular diamond pickaxe, but I like the bonus XP from the lapis pickaxe.
Level 5, access to the wardrobe, which is very, very nice. We're at the barn, and this is important because we're gonna unlock all these collections and get some eggs from chickens, hopefully.
Coming to the barn is useful because you can get eggs from chickens. All these eggs can be used to craft the lower tier pets, which a lot of bingos recently have been requiring.
Redstone's gonna be your important resource for getting to the dwarven mine, so just go ahead and unlock enchanted redstone, and then you can go ahead and basically make your way to the dwarven mines. I need enough to make 11 right now, so I just keep mining a little bit more redstone, and there's a reason why 11. I'll get back to that. And the reason why I say 11 is you can see 11 right here. We come on all the way over here. We can go down here to the Mad Redstone Engineer, and we can buy 10 stacks. And 10 stacks gets you 4 more enchanted redstone. And there's a reason why I have a golden shovel. Efficiency 5, and I just mine sand. No, serious, this is what you do. You just mine sand.
Mining sand with an efficiency 5 gold shovel is by far the fastest way to get to mining 12.
Now we can go back to deep caverns. Yippee. We go to the Obsidian Sanctuary. Hey, buddy. There we go. Now you're heart of the mountain. Hello. Alright, cool. Talk to him, and then you get your commissions, and now you can go mine.
Now, why dwarven mines is very important is for a couple different things. Mining with the Hodum tree, that helps you out a lot. The commissions allowing you to level up bingo really fast to level 100, which is also very important for just the rest of bingo or anything extra you may be doing. And then farming ice walkers for combat level 12 so you can go to the end. Now, why I'm hopping to a hub is because a Bingo Splash is going on. This is provided by Bingo Splash Community, Discord link in the description down below. They will host God Splashes, where basically you get pretty much all of the effects from an actual God potion, just in about an hour form for most potions. This is very useful for just speeding through Bingo, giving you, like, better stats than Elixir. You just have to keep coming back every hour for new potion effects, but it's worth it, trust me.
Okay, what we're going to be doing now that we're in the Dwarven Mines is mining a bunch of ores. And ores are important. We're going to be getting a bunch of stuff for different minions. Oh, you know what I need to do? So I need to talk to Fetcher, because he needs the 20 stained glass. Come up here, talk to the Wool Weaver, and then it's yellow stained glass. Fetcher's very important early game because it's a lot of mithril powder. There we go. He doesn't say yellow glass, he says it's like yellow and see-through or whatever, and I just have the mod that tells me what it is. What we can also do now that it's... Oh, hello. Hey, I got 200 mithril powder because of double powder from the Dark Monolith.
Then come on over to Puzzler, talk to him, and do his little puzzle. Get more mithril powder.
Time to level up combat.
Try to find a good lobby where you're the only one doing Ice Walker farming. This is pretty much going to be the best way for you to get combat XP so that you can actually travel to the end and continue progression.
Warp end. This is what's next.
Hopefully you've leveled up enough skills so that you have enough coins so that you can buy the Void Sword. Keep in mind you do have access to the personal bank so you can save it at any time. Just make sure that you try not to die, keep all your money, keep progressing, and make it to the end. Now's the time where you start farming the end for Ender Armor, Ender Equipment, and the Nest Endermite so that you can get Mite Gel and start making a bunch of money.
Experimentation table, island, super pairs, alright.
Ideally, you would have started this a lot earlier if you had people to splash you with grand experience so that you could level up your enchanting a lot sooner, but I didn't do that, so here we go. Alright, hopefully that visual and the few little gags and humor and whatever the heck I decided to throw in there was a good enough idea. Pretty much just try and follow that recipe pretty much every single time. Maybe not in that exact order, but, you know, it gives you a rough idea. Start the game, get accessories, get minions, get resources, get gear, progress to the next stage, Dwarven Mines so you can unlock the end. Don't forget about foraging and Galatea so that you can progress out there. I didn't really show that off this time, but Galatea could be big in some future bingos if they require different foraging things. That still has to be explored and expanded upon by Hypixel themselves. Don't forget farming, don't forget Backwater Bayou if you do fishing. I'm not really good at fishing, so please don't ask me. If you guys are good at fishing in the comments and want to help out other people, go ahead and leave your fishing tips down there. I still have lots to learn with fishing. I'm not really good at fishing. I really don't like fishing. I think I can make that clear enough. But with that being said, Bingo Splash community in the description down below. If you guys need any more tips, there's lots of things down there. There's lots of people down there. Bingo Splash community is a very nice and very helpful resource for lots of people, new, old to bingo. It's a very fun place, very interactive, very helpful, very kind. I suggest going out, checking them out, saying hi, and just hanging out for a little while if you guys end up taking bingo very seriously. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!